I'm on a bit of a roll today, and I wanted to give you a third video basically, and it's actually about risk. So it's really interesting. Like, I'm out here in the ocean, like there's so many things that could go wrong. Like, my engine could conk out, my petrol could run out, a whale could come up and knock me over, or a wave could knock me over. Those heads over there are the most dangerous heads. It's the most dangerous port in the entire country. More boats sink in the Neisner Channel than anywhere else in the country. Lloyd's of London won't actually insure you if you, no matter how big or small your boat is, if you come through the heads here in Neisner. And so, most people in life have never experienced this because it's massively risky. And then the question is it really? Well, I don't believe it is, because I bought a boat that firstly was seaworthy. Secondly, I went and did the license that I could do. And what's really important, there's a couple of metaphors here. Like, you've got to have the right vehicle to be able to do something. And then secondly, you've got to have the coach. Okay, so like, I went and got the NSRI guy, which is National Sea Rescue Institute, to teach me the channels. And then the third part is you finally got to have the guts to do something. And I remember the first time I came out here, I was absolutely bloody terrified. And I love adrenaline, but I was terrified. And anyway, we made it out and came out in this wonderful ocean. And now I come here, and it's one of my favorite places in the world. And I come out here, and look, you just literally got ocean all around you. There's not a human being as far as the eye can see. And so the question I ask you is that, what is risk really? Ultimately, risk is, I think the greatest risk on the planet is to risk nothing. Why is there no one else out here? Like, what a beautiful way to experience a Friday afternoon. And they'll tell you 100 reasons why you shouldn't be here, but I'll tell you the one reason you should be here is because it's absolutely spectacular. And so, what really is risk in your life? Maybe this is a risk that you should be taking, and hopefully that gives you a little bit of context. And then the second thing, that, from my uncle's perspective, he taught me at a very young age, like literally when I was a teenager, that the easiest way to manage risk is work out what the worst case scenario is. And if you can survive that, then everything else is upside. So let's just put that in a metaphor of where I am today. Well, my worst case scenario is, I've been diligent, my boat cover's covered, my screen is up, and I'm even wearing my life jacket. So really, what's the worst case that can go? I told my wife I was coming out here. My boat flips and I go into the water and I swim for a little bit. Someone will come save me just now. I'm not going to die. I might. But I tell you what, it's a risk worth taking. So that's my lesson there. Maybe it's time to just jump in that pool and stop worrying about everything and ultimately create the life you want for you and your family.